7. Welcome to your geography class. In today's class, we will be doing the question answers of this chapter, migration, that we have already done. Okay. So, I will dictate the question and I will mark the answers and will dictate the answers as well. Okay. So, the first question is, what is migration? So, we will start writing like this. Migration is the movement of people, that is, we will start our answer from here. Migration is the movement of people from one place to another with the purpose of settling at the destination or living there for a relatively long period of time. It often takes place across political or administrative boundaries. People can migrate temporarily or permanently. So, up to this much is our answer, that is till permanently. Now, the next question or question number 2 is define emigration and immigration. Again, I am repeating this. So, define emigration and immigration. So, the answer is emigration is the movement. So, we are starting from here. Emigration is the movement of people out of a region or country, and such migrants are called emigrants. Immigration is the movement of people into a region or country, and such migrants are called immigrants. The place where the people are moving in, that people are moving in, that is, the destination is called the receiving country. The place from where the people are moving out, that is the origin, is called the sending country. So the whole lot we have to write. Now, the next question. Next question is briefly discuss about the different kinds of migration. Briefly discuss about the different kinds of migration. So, our answer will start from here, that there are two types of migration, internal and international. Then you will put number 1 and you will write internal. You will write about the internal migration. That is number 1, internal migration, or you can put A, B, or you can put Roman 1, 2, whatever you feel like. So, the first one is internal migration. This refers to the movement of people within the same country. It could be from one state or city to another, from a village to a city, or from a small town to a larger city. And the next one, that is international migration. This refers to the movement of people from one country to another. It can be of different types. Those people who move with legal permission of the receiving country are called legal migrants, while people who move without any legal permission are called illegal migrants. Okay, so up to this much we have to write, that is up to illegal migrants. Now, children, the next question is briefly discuss about the importance of push factors in migration. I repeat, briefly discuss about the importance of push factor in migration. Now, the answer is, we will start writing from here. A push factor is something that encourages or forces people to move out from a region or a country. In case of internal migration, the common push factors are poverty, unemployment, poor infrastructure, and lack of social amenities in the rural areas. In India, for example, large-scale rural-urban migration has occurred because of these factors. Okay. Sometimes political unrest in a particular region may force people to move out from there and settle elsewhere in the country. So, up to this much if we write, that is absolutely fine or absolutely okay. Now, the next question is state the importance of pull factors, state the importance of pull factors in case of migration. Okay, so our answer will start from here and we will write a pull factor is something that encourages or attracts people to move into a region or a country from elsewhere. The important pull factors for both internal and international migration are better employment opportunities, better infrastructure, higher standard of living, more access to education and other facilities, and stable economy and the political conditions. Okay, so this is our answer. Up to this much we have to write. Now children, the next question. The next question is, state some of the positive impacts of migration. Once again I am dictating the question. State some of the positive impacts of migration. So for this answer we will write some of the positive impacts or some of the positive factors, not all of them. So we will write the first one, that is, emigration reduces pressure of population from the rural areas and overpopulated countries. Next one, rural urban migration provides labor to industries and other urban services, facilitating production. The third one, immigration adds to human resource of underpopulated countries, thereby enhancing economic growth. So these 3 points we will write for this answer. Now we are moving on to the next question, that is, state some of the negative factors or some of the negative impacts of migration. I repeat, state some of the negative impacts of migration. So the first point we have to write, that is, large scale rural urban migration leads to shortage in the supply of agricultural labor. Next one, big cities get overcrowded, which leads to a strain on the social amenities. And obviously one more point we have to write, the third one, that is, job opportunities in urban areas are not adequate, leading to unemployment, social tension and increased crime rates. So these 3 points we have to write for this answer. Now the next question is, what is brain drain? Discuss some of the major causes of brain drain. I repeat, what is brain drain? Within the same question there is a subpart, that is, discuss some of the major causes of brain drain. Okay, so for brain drain we have to write, the large scale emigration of highly educated or skilled people from one country to another is called brain drain. Usually this migration occurs from the developing and underdeveloped countries to the developed ones. Brain drain is also known as human capital fight. Now regarding the major causes, brain drain, children, brain drain have got many causes. So we have to write the major causes. So that we will write like this. The major causes of brain drain are, we will write, you will give a subheading that the major causes of brain drain are lack of employment opportunities or highly paid jobs, lack of research facilities and funds, discrimination in employment and lack of freedom at work, poor working conditions, low standard of living. So we are writing these only, not all of them. Lack of employment opportunities or highly paid jobs, lack of research facilities and funds, discrimination in employment and lack of freedom at work, poor working conditions and low standard of living. That's all. Okay. Now the next question is, discuss the positive effects of brain drain. Discuss the positive effects of brain drain. So we will write the answer like this. Highly educated people who move from the less developed countries to the developed ones acquire more knowledge and learn new techniques of production. When they return, the home country can utilize their expertise for its own development. The migrants send part of their earnings back home. This contributes to household earnings, which in turn enhances the economic growth of the country. So this is the answer for this question. And now the last question from this chapter, that is, briefly write about the negative effects of brain drain. So the last question is, briefly write about the negative effects of brain drain. So here also we will write, most of the highly educated and trained people leave the country and contribute their knowledge and skills for the benefit of other countries. The home country faces shortage. The home country faces shortage of skilled labor and loss of innovative ideas. All the investment in education goes waste. The poor countries lose their potential leaders. Loss of tax revenue and critical health and educational services are also negative impacts of brain drain. So this is all about children. I will suggest that please write down the question answers in a copy and then learn, because every time it will be effective. Instead of studying the question answers from the video, if you write it down somewhere, it will be easier for you to understand. So start preparing the question answers. Very soon I will be uploading another video with the question answers of another chapter that we have already done. Okay, so thank you for the time being, and please prepare the chapter thoroughly along with the question answers.